This registry was created thanks to legislation passed on Beacon Hill back in 2020. But the driving force, a group of parents and others who saw firsthand the damage that happens when people with developmental disabilities are abused.
We did it. We did it.
Pride and a sense of achievement shared by two families who vowed to protect others after learning their nonverbal adult sons with disabilities, Nikki and Dana, were abused by people who were supposed to be caring for them.
These individuals need help, they need our protection, and they deserve it.
Dana's abuse was recorded by a camera that his mother installed.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Two aides were charged, but not before one applied for another job. In Nikki's case, a caretaker was charged with physical abuse, but a judge found him not guilty. While their cases ended up in court, it made the families aware of the many that never did. When you realized there was no way to check, what went through your mind?
Terror, the possibility that they could just go and do it again at the next job.
5 years ago, Nikki and Dana's family set out to create a registry of caregivers who abused adults with disabilities. After public hearings and lobbying efforts online and on Beacon Hill, their bill was signed into law by Governor Baker in March of 2020. And now, on July 31st, the registry goes live in Massachusetts.
It could literally save a life.
We're going to be protecting a lot of persons with disabilities.
Disabled Persons Protection Commission Executive Director Nancy Altiero says each year her investigators find around 250 substantiated cases of abuse of adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities in Massachusetts. But only a fraction are prosecuted.
There's a lot of stuff that happens that's abuse, but it doesn't rise to a level of a crime.
That meant that the history of hundreds of abusers wasn't available, freeing them to work again. But now, when the DPPC substantiates an abuse case, it will add the caregiver's name to the registry. Employers will have to check it before hiring someone.
And if that person's name is on our list, they cannot hire that person.
By identifying them and getting them on the register, they can't re-enter the workforce. They can't re-enter the workforce, and that's the most critical part.
A tool that Altiero and these families hope can be used to help protect other groups of vulnerable people in the future.
We're going to build our foundation, and then once we have that built, we want to then go out and expand it to protect other persons with disabilities.
It's not going to solve all abuse, but it's a great first step, you know.
The next step would include expanding the registry to include people of different ages and disabilities, because right now it's only for those working with people between 18 and 59 with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Karen Anderson, 5 Investigates.